Now, I try to stay out of the personal lives of the artists that I cover on this channel unless it directly relates to the music and they say that their personal life inspired certain records that I'm listening to, because I want to keep it strictly music. I don't want to be gossip. I want to do too many things that take the integrity out of me covering these certain artists, especially artists that I love and I'm passionate about. I say all this to say that I have been completely not ignoring, because I've been listening to and paying attention to the things that are going around in Justin Bieber's life, but I wanted to wait around to see how it was going to impact the future music that he's going to release. He's on a little bit of a hiatus, and I don't know if it's contributed towards, I know he had a couple health complications and issues. He just had a baby, you know, the new marriage with his wife, a lot of things that have taken more precedent than releasing an album and, you know, being in front of the public eye, when I thought he wasn't necessarily ready to be reintroduced as the pop star that he's always been for his entire life, right? Which is totally fine. I had nothing to comment about, nothing that I feel like was worth commenting about if it didn't directly relate to music. But a recurring theme on this channel is I like to focus on the mental health of the artists that I cover, and I like to be mindful of that because I've seen a lot of artists that I'm a fan of. They meet an untimely demise, or they check out from life, where we inquire about their whereabouts, and it's done from a place of concern, but also it's like, I need this person to come back because I miss their music and I miss the impact that they hold on my life from a musical standpoint. A lot of us go to these artists and entertainment for support and sometimes guidance. So the concern comes from a genuine place, I think, more often than not. I segue this into Justin Bieber because I've seen different things, different pictures of him being out, how he's looked a certain way. People are critiquing about his appearance. People are critiquing his marriage. People are critiquing some of his past dealings with relationships with other pop stars, his falling out with, namely, Selena Gomez. I don't want this to be too tabloidy, too gossipy. And also Benny Blanco is attached to that, which was his former collaborator that made great music together. So all that has been the news. And I've seen it, and it hasn't really been concerning to me because it had nothing to do with music. Now, when he releases a snippet, this is where I get a little concerned. And the time away from music, the time away where I thought he was on a more holier trajectory, he was more on something that was substance-based, something of value, something that people can connect to, that have gone through the trials and tribulations that Justin Bieber has gone through. If not, they haven't gone through that because, you know, Justin Bieber is in a unique situation, being a child pop sensation and going through that life and the things that come with that. Only a slither of the population would understand that. But there's other themes that he covers in his music that we can relate to. And I think that's why he's tapped into certain gospel influences. I love when he writes with Pooh Bear. I love when he writes with John Bellion. I did a video on that, and I really uncovered some of the things that, the values that him and John Bellion connect with to make this amazing music. Now, when I hear certain songs like this, I don't know if he's trolling or if he's going towards a path that I should be concerned about, right? So let's just hear this. My friend thinks he's trolling. You let me. You see the comment that says, "Are you okay?" And some may take that as like it's trolling. It may be funny, but I think as the comments start to roll in and you see some of the similar sentiments and concerns, you're like, "What's going on with our favorite?" You know? A lot of people are concerned whether or not he's using certain substances, whether he's his brain is in a compromised state, for lack of I don't want this to be not YouTube friendly, of the words that I choose. And I also want to respect his privacy. I want to respect the things that are going on in his life. I don't want to say things that are possibly not true. So I want to keep it cute, for lack of a better word, or lack of a better phrase. But something is off. What a lot of people would say, right? Something is a little bit off. And he could be goofing around. He could be. And all of us are waiting, or maybe not all of us, some of us are waiting on Pop Bieber. I'm waiting on R&B Bieber. I want journals too. I want him to lock in the studio with some of her favorite R&B acts. You know, I want him to lock in the studio with a Leon Thomas, a Pooh Bear, and you know, I want him to lock in with great people. There's other people that he can really lock in with. You can lock in with Babyface. It doesn't matter who has the great pen. Whoever, I want him to create music from the soul. There's so many names to be named in that right that can help him get to that level. So I'm just saying, maybe you're so big and you don't care that you can throw this out because you have a heater waiting in the tuck and you have something that is impactful in the tuck and you just want to just fool around. That's fine. You have the liberty to do that. You know, all of us. Here's the thing, not to cut that thought short, but I feel like the thought that I'm going on right now may be towards a testament towards how pop stars feel like they have to portray themselves, or the perception that they have to have online, that they have to have this clean and pristine image 100% of the time. And humans are not like that. We're complex, we're nuanced, and we have many different sides to us. We have different emotions. We go through different things. And sometimes, even though this is your main account and probably a PR nightmare right now, your team is like, let's not do this. You are a human at the end of the day. None of us know Justin Bieber in his public life, so he could just be, you know, expressing himself. He could be trolling. I don't know. It don't look good though. It don't look good. Whenever Justin Bieber talks about his life and he talks about things he has to go through, I see almost that it brings him to tears. A lot of the times, a lot of his experiences are traumatic, were traumatic, and the things that he's gone through, I think a lot of us feel empathy for him. And I remember he was talking about how he's spoken to younger pop stars like the Billie Eilishes and different people that just saying that, like, I just want her innocence to be protected. I don't want her to be taken advantage of and discarded by the industry. So I get a feeling that a lot of things that have happened to him, we don't know about. There's a lot of darkness going on that he's had to resort to other things to deal with. And luckily music is there for him. And I think that while going through these trying times, he's released really great music. But when you don't hear the music and you don't really hear coherent and conscientious thoughts, and you don't hear formal statements, or you don't hear like, hey guys, this is what I'm working on, this whatever, like a check-in. Like if you don't get like that check-in, that heart-to-heart check-in, like I'm all right, this and this, to communicate with your fans or the people and let them in a little bit, then we're going to start running around with rumors and this and this. And I don't want to succumb to running away with rumors. I want to get the source. I want to get the truth. So these are all just thoughts. At the end of the day, he could be just fine. But I just want him to be in the best mental state possible. And if that means not releasing music until he's ready, fine. But above all, I want my favorite artists to be spiritually, emotionally, and mentally intact. Because making music and being in the spotlight, in the public eye, I know it's taking a toll on a lot of our favorites, especially when they've been in this game for years. I don't think this industry and being a celebrity is easy at all. I know we like to say, but they're making a lot of money. They're this and this and that and that. It comes with a cost. So I understand that. I just hope he's safe. I hope he's good. Check a little bit. Let me see what a lot of people are saying about him before I conclude this video. And you let me in the comment box what you think down below. I know I'm yapping a bit, but I just want to give a check-in and see what people have to say. Like, you see things like that. I left my Justin Bieber to find my Benny Blanco. I saw it on my timeline. He could be trolling. But a lot of people are viewing this as a crash out. Could be trolling. And a lot of people are just prying into the life of a Justin Bieber. And before I conclude this video, I want to conclude with this. Because this is the talent we speak of. To do this, I heard he's drunk. No in-ear monitors. He's doing his verse for Stay with the Kayla Roy. He is hunched over. And the tone he's getting from this position, I just want to end on this note and just say, this type of talent is crazy.
When I'm away from you, I miss your touch.
He got a wine glass. He got a wine glass in his hand. Just talent.
It's been difficult for me to trust, and I'm afraid that I'ma fuck it up.
Come back home, Bieber. Come back home. All right. That's all I have. That's all I wanted to say. It's all I have to contribute on the topic. You let me know what you think in the comment box down below. Steve Lavino. As always, I'll be safe. Shwee.